Jonathan Kuminga may not leave the state of California, even if he stops wearing the Golden State Warriors jersey next season. That's what a report by Ali Thanawala and Tristy Rodriguez of NBC Bay Area suggests, revealing that the Warriors, Sacramento Kings, and Detroit Pistons are discussing a possible three-team trade. The deal would involve Kuminga and Dennis Schröder heading to the Kings, which could reshape not only the young forward's path, but also the rotations of Sacramento and Detroit. According to what was reported, point guard Dennis Schröder already has a 3-year, $45 million deal lined up with the Kings, according to ESPN. But the movement between the three teams could facilitate the official arrival of the point guard, aligning contracts and pieces to make the trade possible. In this scenario, the Kings would send Malik Monk to the Pistons, while the Warriors will receive Devin Carter, Dario Saric, and 2 second-round picks. It's the kind of negotiation that shows how each franchise tries to maneuver within its own ambitions. For Detroit, for example, Malik Monk would strengthen the perimeter, helping Cade Cunningham have more space to operate and stretch the floor. Meanwhile, Sacramento's backcourt would gain experience with Schröder, while Kuminga will be the main piece in question, since his future in San Francisco became uncertain after Golden State failed to reach an extension agreement before the 2024-25 season. As a result, he became a restricted free agent, but that status didn't have the expected impact. Thanawala and Rodriguez pointed out that the market for restricted free agents wasn't strong during the week. And Mark J. Spears of ESPN also reinforced that the Warriors were optimistic about keeping Kuminga precisely because he didn't generate the interest he had hoped for when he bet on not renewing. For those who have followed the kid's trajectory since the 2021 draft, it's a situation full of twists and turns. Selected as the 7th overall pick, Kuminga was treated as one of the team's great future promises. But in his first 2 seasons, he ended up as a supporting piece, a role player on a veteran team that needed immediate contributions. In his 3rd year, he showed signs of why he was drafted so high, jumping to an average of 16.1 points per game. Even so, consistency remained a challenge, and injuries also got in the way, limiting Kuminga to just 47 games in the 2024-25 season. The situation got even more complicated after Golden State decided to strengthen the roster with the arrival of Jimmy Butler. With Curry, Butler, and Draymond Green leading the locker room, the space for developing young players became increasingly tight. Proof of this is that Kuminga ended up out of rotation at crucial moments and, in the playoffs, appeared in only 3 of the 7 games in the first round, a sign that his fit was increasingly uncertain on a team living in win-now mode. A possible move to Sacramento could represent more than just a change of uniform. The Kings, unlike the Warriors, don't have the same immediate pressure to win a championship. This means Kuminga could get a more defined role with consistent minutes, less pressure for instant results, and more freedom to explore the athletic and defensive potential that impressed scouts during the draft. It's a chance to start over without leaving California, something that could be positive for his adaptation and help maintain some stability in his career, especially considering he's only 22 years old. Meanwhile, for the Warriors, the trade could add depth to an aging roster. Bringing Dario Saric back means adding a player who already knows Steve Kerr's system. Devin Carter, in turn, is a young prospect who could be developed without much urgency, and the 2 second-round picks could serve as trade assets in future negotiations, especially the market for reinforcements heats up closer to the deadline. In the end, the final decision goes far beyond numbers. It highlights the classic dilemma of a contender: invest in potential or protect the present. And that's why every detail of this discussion deserves to be closely watched. Until Kuminga signs, everything remains up in the air, and his future and Golden State's could change at any second.